Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Faith Abbey, and today I'm going to put you through some Excel formulas, functions and skills you need to know for your workflow. In my previous video, I went over some Excel terminologies and basic skills for beginners. So if you have no previous knowledge on Microsoft Excel, I suggest you check out my last video on Excel for beginners before watching this. In this video, we'll examine how to use Excel formulas and functions, as well as some more intermediate skills. And without wasting time, let's get straight into the video. Starting with formulas, every formula starts with an equal sign. If you wanted to add certain numbers, you start with an equal sign and enter in your cell values. Say A3, which is 40, plus sign B3, and enter key to bring out the result. Or you can just click on the cells instead after typing in your equal sign. Click on the cells you want to add up. Don't forget to add your plus sign in between, and then hit enter key. To subtract numbers, equal sign, A5, and the minus sign, which is hyphen, then B5. And here you have it. That's how you subtract values and add values. To divide, click on the values E6/B6. And to multiply, enter in your values and use the asterisk symbol. So basically, you perform calculations like addition and subtraction with Excel formulas. Functions, on the other hand, are used to perform complex calculations. They are already present in Excel and they have names that accurately describe what they are used for, like the sum and the count function. The count function is for counting numbers. Let's say you want to know the number of cells that have numbers in them. You can just highlight the set of numbers and go to the sum sign and select count numbers. Here we have 5 cells with numbers. Another way to do that is entering in your equal sign, type in count, open bracket, select the range of numbers you want to count, and hit enter to get your results. So we have 45 cells with numbers in them. We can count cells with numbers and letters in them. To do that, we use count R function, equal sign count R, open bracket, and highlight the areas you want to count. So we can see counted the cells that has letters in them, making it 49. And we can also count the number of empty cells by using the count blank function. So we have 4 empty cells within that range. Also, we have the sum function. The sum function is for getting the total of a selected range of cell values. Remember, you start your formulas and functions with an equal sign. To get the sum, enter in the sum function, select the values, and hit enter key. Let's look at arranging your workbook and some other functions. In my previous video, I forgot to add this part where you can highlight everything and double click on any line up here to adjust the columns at once. This is another data we're going to be working on in this video. We also have like 2 more to work on. Because these are incomes, I'm going to select them, and when I click on this dollar sign, it will put everything into dollar format. We also have the min and max functions to find the minimum value and maximum value. To get the minimum value, equal sign min, open parenthesis, and select the range of values to get the minimum value out of it. Also, to get the maximum value, equal sign max, then highlight the values. And here you have the maximum value. To get the average income, you do the same. We can also find the median and the mode of certain numbers. I'm just going to go ahead and enter in some figures. In order to get the median, which is the middle value when arranged in order, we use the median function. So we have 345 as the median. The mode, being the most frequent occurring value on the list, is 345. Using the sum function, we are going to sum up these values. And way to just sum up the rest of them. We'll copy the one we've summed up and paste it in the other cells. So copying it is like copying the formula, so it gives the exact sum of the rest of them. Or you can just allow the empty cells you want to place them in and paste it there. For the average, I'm going to get the first average and do some copying and pasting into the other cells. If I wanted to get the sum of the first quarter sales, say Q1 for the first quarter, I'm just going to use the sum function also. Select the totals of the first quarter. So this is the total of the first quarter sales. If you want to know how this will look like if you printed it out, go to Files, and on the print you can see how it's going to be when you print it out. You can change the orientation from portrait to landscape here. So when you go back to your preview, you can see the difference. The way it is right now, I want to give it a border so that we can make the lines visible. And this is exactly how it's going to be when it's printed out. Moving over to our next, this is a record of students' maths test. So I decided to use the name of some of my subscribers that most times leave a comment on my videos. Thank you so much. And I'm also using this medium to thank y'all for subscribing to my channel. So here we're going to be taking the average, same way we have been doing it, and then adding letter grades using the if function. Now I'm going to paste my grading scale so I can add my letter grades. You can just go ahead and enter in your letter grades A, B, or C. But an easy way to do that is using the if function, which is the if statement. So to put a formula that will return a letter grade, equals sign if. I'm going to be using this if statement. Open parentheses. You can see here it has if logical text, comma, in bracket entering value true, and then entering value if false. Then we have 74, which is F2. So if F2 is greater than or equal to 70, according to my grading scale, I want it to return an A. So I enter in A in quote, which is the value if true. We aren't going to be inputting the value if false yet. That is going to be the last one. So then, comma, entering another if statement. If F2 is greater than or equal to 60, I want it to return a B. So I'm going to enter in B in quotes. Create another if statement for C and then D. If F2 is greater than or equal to 50, then C. And if F2 is greater than or equal to 40, it's going to be a D. And then we are left with F, which is going to be the value if false. So after entering in your comma, you put in F in quote. So we are saying that if it's not A, B, C, or D, it's going to be F. And after putting the formula, you hit enter. So we have 74 to be A. So I'm just going to do a copy and paste. So we created a formula using the if function that puts in letter grades. Even if you want to make some changes, it automatically puts in the right grade. And the last thing we're going to be doing in this video is creating a chart to show the monthly income of these professions. To do that, select the area and go to this insert tab. Over here we can insert charts and you can pick the one you want. Excel has provided different formatting options that we can pick from. I'm going to go with this one, and now the chart is created and you can see it took in the information we selected. I'm going to resize it and drag it down so it can fit into the print area. You can also choose to take the chart to the next page. This line right here shows the end of the first page. That way you can know how to go about it. So when you go over to the print preview, you can see we have into different pages. So we've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed to get more videos like this. Also, you can get this book on Amazon. It contains Excel basics, formulas and functions, and also intermediate and advanced skills to master Excel. You can get the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.